Hello everyone, welcome to my first live stream of this kind. Done plenty of live streams before, but never with this many people in the chat, usually only one, and it's Punkle Floofin, who happens to be in this chat now. Let me know if my mic sounds alright, I've got no idea, so let us know how it goes, and let's start talking about some profit trailer. Just wait for the chat to catch up. Alright, for most of you here for one reason, and it's probably the giveaway. So I'm going to go through essentially what needs to happen for the giveaway. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer very shortly. And the way it works is you have to be active in the chat within the last 15 minutes of the end of time, if you understand. So, why don't I set up that timer? Just bear with me while I do that. Using some new programs here that I've never used before. Thanks, John. Sounds good. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Where am I doing? Okay, let's just bring this to the front. Where's it gone? Ah. It's gone huge. I don't know what's happening. Alright, let me start a new one. Yes, we are live. Let me change that text. Alright, there we go. 29 minutes to go. I'll put that down there in my little icon there. So, as I said, within 15 minutes of this ending, you need to have been active in the channel, active in the chat. And I've got a little bot here that tells me exactly who's been active. I've already got quite a few, which is great. And another little scam I've got going to try and get more subscribers. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you get essentially a level of luck, or essential level of weight put against your name, so you get a bit more likely that you could win the comp. So hit that subscribe button and go with it. Alright. Should you be hearing something, Tony? I hope so. Or are you just trolling me? Oh, should have read down a bit. You all got it now. No worries, Josh. Pity you couldn't stick around for the giveaway. Hopefully you've already got a copy anyway. Did I read the announcement about Korea was banning Bitcoin? It was untrue. Someone getting into trouble. I read the announcement. I read the announcement they were getting banned, and it's just they were checking for unregulated exchanges and stuff. I don't really get into that much. I tend to take my news off other people who do actually read that stuff, but apparently it's all semi-false. Who knows? Thanks, Tony. Yes, crypto, you get a weighted moving average in your favour. Punkle Floofin, you know you're fat, you don't need me to call it. Nah, just jokes. Alright, So you've got it on my screen there. So let's just go through my monitoring page here on both my bots. I'll take you through this dismal USDT one first. I've actually set up profit trailer feeder on this one, not on my other one at the moment. Yeah, as you can see, the profits over the last week's been dismal. Yesterday was even worse, and today picked up a little bit. That was at the XRP, bit of a pump this morning my time. Gave me one massive sale of $2. Anyone who's watched my videos before would notice that I've still got that LTC bag taken up a good whopping 60, it's less than 60% now because I added some ETH last night, but a good chunk of my capital eaten up there, which is sort of restricting my ability to buy and DCA other pairs. So over the bit of the BTC dump yesterday after that Korea news, NXT dumped with it and and hasn't really recovered yet. And then BTC obviously it's still recovering, and all the others they'll get back. I've got faith. I don't know about Litecoin. I don't know if I can wait till it gets to 300. I don't want to DCA it again because that's going to be another, whatever it is, another $530 to DCA it if I did it right now. And I'm not too keen on doing that. I may think about cutting my losses when it gets up close, but we'll see when the time comes. Non-DCA ones, so the Bitcoin Cash, everyone's favourite, especially Gobs, and ETH. So I chucked this ETH in last night. I haven't set, because I chucked it in manual, I haven't set the price for it. I'm just waiting for it to get to relative parity of what I bought it for before I convert it to USDT so the bot can use it. I'm not sure what the parity was. It was about 12.50 or something, 12.40. So it seems to be heading back up there. So we want to get it to around here. Then I might sell it for USDT and let the bot run free. And yeah, as I said, whoop-de-doo, a couple of sales here. There's not many every day. Not many over the last 5 days. Running profit trailer feeder off this one, and I'll show you what it does just quickly. So profit trailer feeders, for those of you who don't know, is a add-on to profit trailer. It's made by a different team, but they sort of work together a little bit, I think, to figure out stuff. And what it does is it assesses the market conditions every, for me, 5 minutes, because I've set it for 5 minutes. You can set it for anything. And it changes all your pair settings depending on that market, and it's fully configurable. It's a massive settings file. And here's what it does. So this, above this line, this is what you can set manually. There's other things you can set in there, like I think stop losses and SOM triggers. But then everything below this line is written by profit trailer feeder for me every 5 minutes. Stop PMing me, whoever that is. So yeah, what it does, it sets your sort of base settings, and then every single pair it goes through and modifies them. You see, every single USDT is only the 15 pairs, so it's only got 15 sets here, and it makes different settings for every one, different depending on the condition and its individual condition. So you can see my BCC Bitcoin Cash is max cost is 2.5%, and my BTC is 1.25 because of the condition it's in compared to BCC, if you understand that. So imagine if you're using BTC as a base currency, this pairs file would be huge, and it is. Anyway, that's what profit trailer feeder does. I'm still assessing it. I've only had it running for 24 hours, and obviously my BTC bot is already doing crap. USDT bot is already doing crap, so I really need to give it a good run with some good balance first. Just gonna head over to the comments and see what's going on. Yes, it was false. I don't know what you're talking about. Any reason I'm trading on USDT? Because the gob did. Nah, back when BTC plummeted around before Christmas time, sort of USDT seemed to be more stable, so it didn't have the harsh dumps and pumps that BTC and ETH did, so I thought I'd try it out. It worked pretty well until that big dump around, I think it was the 20th, 21st of December, where it went from 19k down to 11, 12, and then I've been bagged out on that LTC ever since. But yeah, hopefully I can get some good returns out of it. I'm thinking about putting this onto BTC once I sell out, and letting the profit trailer feeder have a good run of that too. Oh, chat auto scrolls, that's not nice. Buttery smooth, so are you, Flanky, so are you. We just talked about USDT as a base. Probably not too many benefits. There is less pairs, but there's 15 pairs on USDT for Bittrex. I think there's 5 for Binance. Neither here nor there whether there's a benefit. I'm only ever trading in about 10 to 15 pairs max anyway on BTC, so that's not really an effect. Yes, the PD feeder could be an awesome addition if you dial it in right. Obviously, there's a lot of people that go out and use other settings like from Crow and CryptoGnome and all that, and they sort of expect it to just work on their balance and their settings, and you get them. The profit trailer feeder Discord is full of people. I wouldn't say worse or bad, it's just a lot of people not fully understanding what they've got themselves into. I fully suggest you get your head around profit trailer and all the settings first before you go and get feeder. That's certainly what I did. Yeah, look, Bittrex or Binance Coinbase, if that's how you pronounce it. Binance the fees and the BNB fees, it's just so much cheaper, but you're right, there's less USDT pairs, but I don't think it has too much effect really. It depends on the balance and how many pairs you actually want to trade. You could always trade ETH on there, which is what I do. My ETH bot runs on Binance, and it's great. Here's the settings file documented well. Well, the wiki. The wiki for both Profit Trailer and the feeder are fantastic. They've got almost everything you need to figure it out yourself, but there's also channels like the God one's in the Profit Trailer channel, then there's a Profit Trailer feeder Discord which has a Profit Trailer support channel in it as well, and there's plenty of guys there that are willing to help, and yeah, there's no worries about getting it set up if you're not that computer savvy. Thanks, Liam. What else do we need to set the setting? I'm not sure what you mean there. Yeah, I believe Binance is better as an exchange as a whole. Bittrex just seems a bit chunky, clunky, or Binance is smooth as when you're manually trading, and I don't know whether that affects the bot. Probably not. Yes, the feeder writes a complete file. It also writes your DCA file. So, except for above these settings, you set them yourself. So your strategy and your buy strategy and any stop loss triggers or whatever. And then the rest of it's down here, and it adjusts it every. Mine wrote it. It's UTC. I'm not even going to bother converting that. It's like 1 minute ago or something. Yes, Brock, you're right. Binance. So let's just go over to my Binance bot. You'll see the. We'll go straight to the pairs. You'll see the 24 hour, anything with this 24-hour change column doesn't work for Binance yet. No possible items. Yeah, so that doesn't buy it. And henceforth your SOM triggers don't work for Binance either. So it's manual. And what I do is, because I'm addicted to this, I pretty much monitor these charts all day, and if I see a big dive like this one or this one, I just quickly chuck the bot in SOM manually until it stabilizes, and then chuck it back into chuck it out of SOM when it comes out. Binance makes 3 times the profit compared to Bittrex. I've heard a lot of people say that they get a lot more throughput on their trades with Binance, but I know ETH has a lot more volume on Binance, so if you're going to use ETH, I'd recommend Binance. Your minimum amount, 7 levels. I started with $300 US. Obviously, it's slow going. You're limited to DC. You're limited in. You shouldn't really DCA with that amount. $300. It takes a long time to start building your capital. I mean, I'm only doing it with, on each spot, I've got about 1,500 US, and what's that roughly equate to? About 1,500 of both. So I've pretty much got even on both now, but that's not just through pure profit trailer profits. That's from other things and me investing a bit more manually. But yeah, you can start on anything, you can, but I wouldn't go less than what Mod said here, 0.25, so you can get some real profits and you can get your ROI back on the cost of the profit trailer. There. Yes, I'm an Aussie. Can you tell the accent? I can't, but apparently everyone else can. It's funny, I went down to 15 minutes. Cool. I went to America about 10 years ago to Arizona for work, and we had to work with a bunch of Yanks. I say that's like a bad thing. It's not a group of Americans and POMs, and the Americans, they could not understand us. Me and my other workmates, they could not understand what we were saying, and we think we speak Queen's English. You guys probably think you speak perfect English too. Obviously not Queen's. It's just funny how we all speak English, just that slight dialect on the accent, and it's crazy. Makes us Aussies think you guys are dumb because you can't understand us. It's pretty funny. Nixonov, different amounts of capital. There's plenty of people advertising their different settings for low capital and all that sort of stuff. Sure, they may work. I don't really know. I've used a lot of other people's settings and I always end up molding them to what I feel like works better. Can I make my font larger? Yes, I can. Try that one. 125%. Yeah, I'm on a 1440p monitor, so you're not the first to say that its resolution's too high. Is it easy to adjust the settings in PT if you already have your coins in your exchange? Yes. So Profit Trader will pick up all the coins currently in the exchange. Sometimes it picks up the bought price, but not very regularly, I don't think, if at all. But that's easy enough to go through in the config section. You can just add your bought prices. Now, if they're coins you want to hold, so if you're holding some Neo waiting for ICOs and stuff to make it boom, become the next ETH, you can put in a setting in your pairs config to disable trading, which is exactly what I've got here with my BNB, because I don't want it to trade BNB because I use it for fees. And then there's another setting you can actually hide it from the profit trailer altogether. So that setting in pairs, those who have asked for my settings before, here they are. So the setting to stop trading the pairs, so in case you're holding them, is just for Binance, it's BNB ETH _ trading _ enable equals false. Each of the three exchanges have different syntax for this first. So Bittrex would be ETH-BNB, not the BNBs on Bittrex, but you know what I'm trying to do. And I think Poloniex is ETH _ BNB, and then the same. So that's something that a lot of people get hooked up on, is the wrong syntax for their exchange. And then if you want to hide the pair from Profit Trader altogether, so if you only do that, it still counts towards a pair. So your all max pairs there will still count. That will still count towards it. If you want to hide it altogether, you just put in that line there, and that would hide it. No longer count as a pair. The reason I don't do that for BNB is, I'll explain in another video, is I want to know how much BNB I've got at all times, so that I know when I need to top it up. I need to top it up. And if you don't understand why I'm keeping the BNB fees, etc., my last video, I think I explained it all pretty well, I hope. Alright. I'm probably skipping a lot of message here, it's pretty Hard to read them all. It works through APIs, right? But you have to enter your login details to the exchanges. No, it's all API keys. So you get your API keys off your exchange, plug them into the settings files, and away you go. You've got to activate your APIs through a license bot on Telegram, but that's dead simple. Obviously, I don't want to show you that because I want to show you all my license on a live stream and have everyone steal all my bots. But there's plenty of guides out there as well, and plenty of people walk you through it. Thanks everyone for answering the questions for me in the chat. Makes me look dumb. How much BNB does it take to trade? There's a formula out there. I figured out the formula myself. It's very hard to go and state, but if you use BNB fees, it works out to so without BNBs, it's 0.1% per trade. So 0.1% for a buy, 0.1 for a sale. If you use BNB fees, it's 0.05% per trade and buy and sale, and it uses BNB. And I think I've bought maximum 3 BNB over the last month, and I'm still at 2.11, and I'm making a whole heap of trades on this. Again, I'm only using 0.025 ETH per trade, so I think it's around 20 bucks or so. So 20 bucks per trade, couple hundred trades easy. Well, there's my sales logs. There's 230 in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I've only used nearly 1. Bear in mind that I do have a few referrals that I'm getting a bit of BNB off as well. So yeah, 400 gig a month to run it. Whew, could be. Some days, it depends. It all depends on how many pairs you have, and I think with proper trailer feeder, you're probably going to have a fair few. You can use up to 30 gigabyte a day per bot. So 400 gigabytes is not excessive. 400 gigabytes is not excessive for a month. I'm on unlimited plan here, so it doesn't bother me. But for those with limited plans, I totally suggest you get sign up to a VPS. And yeah, someone said it's about $5 a month. The reason it's so safe is making constant API calls to the exchange forward and back, so it is constantly in connection essentially. I'm not an internet and network guru, so don't quiz me on that too much. Do you still manually trade when I have time? Yeah, I subscribe to I'm in a few groups where people do trading calls, technical analysis and stuff, and if I see a good bargain or something that's too hard to turn up, I'll do a manual trade every now and then. How much manual trading? Not very much, honestly. I don't have that much balance to worry about manual trading in. I'm just trying to get the bot dialed in. Maybe when it starts making some fat stacks, I'll get in. Down to 8 minutes to go. Who's getting excited? I'm not. Nah, I am. Who doesn't love a giveaway? I actually sat in Gob's Discord for about probably 2 weeks, just hoping to win one of the giveaways before I bit the bullet. But it was too hard to pass up with a free Binance license back then. What exactly are pairs? So pairs is a coin. Is a coin pair, short for coin pair. So if your base coin, base currency is ETH, TNB ETH, whatever TNB is, ETH is the pair. So each one of these is a pair of coins. Someone just answered that for me. Thanks. Will it impact the family's internet? I haven't found it. Mine's running 24/7 for a month, and I stream off Foxtel and still play games every now and then, and we've got lots of connected devices and I haven't noticed any different performance. I think it's more the data it uses, not so much the cut on speed or whatever. Yeah, I think with the profit trailer feed add-on on top, I'm guessing there's going to be even more data, because it's essentially reassessing every single pair every 5 minutes, if that's what you got it set to. A VPS, so I'm not going to answer everyone's questions that have already been answered. Yeah, if your internet's unreliable or you've got power issues, like if you live in the Darwin Northern Territory, you get regular power outs, even though I've been quite fortunate not to. But if you're prone to power outs, chuck a VPS, $5 a month, what is it? It's nothing. Keen to get in graphing? I assume you're talking about technical analysis of charts and stuff. Same, man. I've just been following a lot of people and doing a lot of YouTube and research and stuff, just trying to get my head around it too. I'm trying to learn it myself. There's plenty of resources out there to learn it. So. What colour will your first Lambo be? I'm not much of a fast car man, so I'm more probably going to a big houseboat or a yacht or something. As long as it's got internet connected, and sit in my boat and be a hermit for the rest of my life, I'll be happy. Yes, 1440p must race. How long have I been trading? With the bot, I started about second week of December, so not that long, 6 weeks. Yeah, I've been in the crypto sort of scene since about 2013, on and off. If you want to watch my first video on Profit Trailer, I'll sort of go through all that. Modded, yes, I'm running Profit Trailer Feeder 2 on one of my bots, the USDT one. What is dust? So dust is amounts on the exchange that are too low to be traded by the exchange. For Binance, I think it's 0.002 BTC worth or 0.02 ETH worth. I'm not actually sure. But as you can see, this is all pre oh no, we have got more dust there. I don't know what's going on there. Most of my dust is pre Binance BNB fee. So when the bot first came out for Binance, it wouldn't work with BNB fee, so we gathered a lot of dust. As you can see, all these percentages are beautiful and stuff, but can't trade it. Some of these you can trade into BNB to get more BNB up, and yeah, just use the market order on BNB itself and trade it straight into BNB, boost your BNB feed. I'll have to look at that now that someone mentioned that before. They're still getting dust. It looks like I am too, like 8th. And I think that's due to partial sells. So with your buyers, you can set up, where's my settings? With the buyers, you can, I don't seem to have to set it here. Anyway, for both the DCA and the pair settings, there's this setting you can enable, which essentially means don't put a buy order unless there's 100% of what I want on the exchange ready to be bought. That's a pretty poor explanation, but there's no function for that for selling, so it'll just sell what it can, if I'm getting that correct. What's the problem with dust? As you can see, I've got 46 of them accumulates, and it's just taking up a whole lot of my my capital, and I can't trade it. So sure, the bot again may one day may buy some GBT and be able to sell it as a whole, and it probably will happen. Alright, down to 2.5 minutes. Geez, that went quick. Now I have heard on the grapevine that Binance is developing a sort of a cleansing dust feature. How that's going to work, what it's going to work, who knows? If it happens, could be just a rumor. It's on their Binance's Reddit subreddit, I think. Don't quote me on that. How much profit? Honestly, I don't know, because I've been putting more in and taking more out for ICOs and other sort of things. So I have been keeping a very poor record of what I do. So once I get it all dialed in and happy, I might just set that as a benchmark and then a baseline, and then go from there. Aussies are cool as hell. Alright, I'm going to start reading from the bottom because I'm getting too caught up. Trade dust for BNB, yeah, that's the way. I mentioned that just before, if you can. BNB can be traded. Like just last week, it went from like $10 to $20 or something, so it's still a viable pair to trade. Remember, guys, 1 minute to go. You've got to be active. You have to have something in the chat within the last 15 minutes if you want to be eligible. So this will probably be a good time to spam something in the chat. Hopefully that gets you before the timer ends. Yes, Damien, I will go into do some more videos on PT. Always happy to take suggestions. Just chuck them down in the comments or ping me on Discord or Telegram or whatever. I'm going to set up Profit Trailer feeder on the other bot eventually, once I sort it out in the first one, and and I'll probably do a video of that setup as well. I was actually going to do it on the live stream, but then I thought there's too much risk of me displaying my license on the stream and stuff, and that's just end up too long. It's YouTube throttling messages. I thought I'd disable that. Maybe I can't, but that's good anyway. Oz Crypto Tax. I'm waiting for advice. I'll send off stuff to the ATO, the Oz Tax Office, and I'm waiting for advice from them. Alright. Been chatting all day, nothing to worry about. Okay. Do I have a Discord channel? No, I don't have a personal one, but I use the Gob ones. The link's in the bottom of my videos. Yeah. Alright, let's draw the winner. I've got to figure out how to do that because I haven't actually used this bot before. Let's hope it actually works. I'm going to check the... Oh yeah, it's nice. Lots of people eligible. Good stuff. Alright, now I think I just typed this in. Drum roll. Good luck, everyone. Takes about a little while to pick up the commands. Oh, let me delete that little message, eh? Winner, chicken dinner. I don't know why that was down there, because I moved it, wasn't it? Rigged? Yeah, rigged. Alright, I'll have to do it the manual way. There's a manual button here, I can just press roll it. Congratulations to... Oh, there we go. Jen Elena has won the giveaway. Congratulations. Is Jen here? Hey, you are. Alright, Jen. Are you on Discord? And if so, can you please PM me? I need to get some details off you to forward on to the Profit Trailer people. While doing that, might as well just talk about before everyone ducks off. Probably already half gone. A Binance spot. So it's had a slow day yesterday. But today it's picking up again. With obviously the slow day yesterday because the ETH dumped. I'll answer some questions in a minute. Yeah, slow day because it dumped, and then yesterday it's starting to pick up. Again, that's about close to a bit over 1%. So if I get 1% a day, or average, cheering. That's better than any bank can do or anything else. Obviously, you have your bad days and your good days. I'll take that every day. What were my first mistakes as a trader? I don't make any mistakes. Excuse the silence while I work out something. Would I recommend to trade ETH? Oh. In my opinion, I'm doing pretty well on it. Actually, Punkel Flufen brings up a good point there. He's the one that got me into all this. He bugged me for weeks, months, probably a year to get me into it, and had I listened to him sooner, I'd be in a much better position than I am now. But you know, we all make mistakes. There's my one. Hey Jen, if you're listening, do you have a Discord and you're able to ping me on it so I can get some details off you just before you duck away? That would be great. So my settings, someone was asking about them before. BTC is more stable. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I don't think either is that stable, but each their own. So the ETH bot, what I'm currently using now is the SMA gain. I actually got these settings off someone else and modified them to my own, and I will modify them again after this stream, because something a lot of people don't think about is you use someone else's settings, and we've got 1,000 bots. Yeah, okay, Jen. Send an email to at fogazi@gmail.com if you can. Oh, look at tag my name, and I'll send you an email back to get some details off you. Bear in mind, you probably will need Discord at some stage just to get the actual license key and stuff like that. But we'll see how we go. Email me first and we'll work it out. Yeah, so using someone's settings, so if you've got 1,000 bots, you know, I know 1,000 people aren't using my settings, but if you've got 1,000 bots using the same settings, and essentially you've got 1,000 people trying to make the same trade and maybe even the same sales, so you're all fighting each other. So if you're going to borrow someone's settings, go through and just update them. Just go through and change them. Maybe change your buy value, add another decimal 9 on or something. Just change it. It's well worth your hassle. So yeah, I got these settings off someone else and I modified my own once I finally figured out how SMA gain worked. I do hope to be doing videos soon on SMA gain on all the buy strategies. I'm just got a backlog of other things I want to do first, and also I've got to understand them all before I go and spruik stuff. Yeah, so SMA gain, and it worked as soon as I started using it and dialed my figures in. It's really working well. Whether that was because of my settings or because it was just a good market at the time, who knows. Yeah. And sell strategy gain. I mean, you can either use gain or high BB. I disabled DCA and XRP because just waiting for it to die. So I'm happy for it to trade it in and out, but yeah, you're right. Indicators is a good way to. Obviously, I have got different indicators for you know, I've got quite a large SMA slow moving average, and my fast one's not that fast, and then, yeah. DCA again, I'm using SMA gain for that with a bit of a higher buy value. So I don't want a DCA straight away, and then I more want it to DCA when it's trying to get at its bottom. So DCA at the lowest percentage and averages out better, in my mind. I could be completely wrong. Anyway, there's my settings for ETH, for those who are asking. I'm not going to go through them all. Got a nice big DCA bag here. That's QSP. I think that's QuantStamp. Slowly coming back up. It's actually gained quite a bit in the last hour or so. So hopefully I can offload that for a nice decent profit. I just want to make sure Jen gets some contact details off before she ducks away. Jen, if you can send me an email, please. Just so I know I've got your contact details before we disappear. I think these comments remain on the video, but I won't be uploading this one. I'm recording as well to upload it, to edit out all that. Oh, thanks, Jen. I'll get back to you after the end of the stream to get your details. See ya, Ian. Can I detail what Feeder does? Come on, man, already did that. Feeder, as I said, it's an add-on to Profit Trailer, and what it does, I'll tell you what, I'll just bring up my, hope that's not too small for everyone. Here's my feeder. So what I've got here, I've got my Bittrex bot, my Binance bot, my Bittrex cryptogram bot, my Binance cryptogram bot, and my Profit Trailer bot. You're welcome, Jen. And congratulations. So every 5 minutes, if I've got it set, again, you can change it. It goes through, assesses the market, and it assesses the market on, say, hopefully I don't reveal something that I shouldn't. App settings, that's one. So if we look down here, somewhere down here, oh, now I've lost myself. Where the hell is it? Oh, so it checks the top currencies. So I've set it to 40. Again, you can set that to whatever you want. Checks the top currencies off, I think it's coin market cap. And it checks them for rise, fall, and all that sort of stuff. And then it goes through and set to market condition based off that. And you've got, by default, there's 5 market conditions. You can go and add whatever you want in here. So you've got super bear, boring, bull, and super bull. And what if it goes in one of those market conditions, and it then goes and changes all your offsets and stuff, so it tells you whether the sell only mode, put in a DCA or not, and then your trailing offsets and your sell value offsets. So if it's in super bear, the market's in decline, you sort of want to offload your stuff quicker, essentially, so it reduces your sell values and your offsets, your trailing offsets. And then likewise for super bull, it's the opposite. And then in boring, which is a normal sideways market, it would just be as your settings are. And then it's got a bunch of other stuff. If your coin's under 200 volume, it'll apply these offsets. And this is all fully customizable. Every single thing in here is fully customizable. And there's more stuff you can add, and you can take stuff out. I've already picked a winner. Janelina was the lucky recipient. Chucktown Sitch. Yeah, and there's more offsets. There's heaps of stuff, and there's so many things to configure and get your head around. And that's why I say you should really understand Profit Trailer and its settings before you go and do this. I got your email, Jen, thank you. So every 5 minutes it goes through and rewrites your pairs file. It starts, this is all your default settings you set, so it sets the default settings, and then it goes through for every single pair, sets a bunch of settings with the offsets applied. To see the offsets applied in action, see this ADA, my max cost is 2.5, which is default, and then down here it's 1.25 because of one of these settings. Okay, probably a long-term price change, so it made an offset of minus 50% or something and reduced down to 1.25 for the max cost percentage. Cool. Probably don't understand that. Have a read of the wiki. It's really good, and check out videos on YouTube. J-Rod in particular from the Crypto Profit Bot team. He's got 3 videos now. I think he's making some more on it, and he's really good at making the videos. Is there a cost of add-on? Yes, it's 0.02 Bitcoin on top of the 0.03 for a Profit Trailer. Another reason to wait till you got Profit Trailer dialed in so you can add that stuff. I do have a affiliate link for both, for Profit Trailer and Profit Trailer Feeder. So if you do want to get either one of those programs or bots, I'd appreciate if you use my link, but I'm obviously not phased if you don't either, if you're not into doing the referral and affiliate stuff. Your choice. Right, what else can we talk about? I need to talk myself dry. Do you need, Tony, you're still here, do you need a separate PT license for each bot instance? Excuse me while I swallow that ice. No and yes. So your PT license is for one exchange. So this is a three. There's Bittrex, Poloniex, and Binance. So you buy one. Or if you, let's say you buy one for Bittrex. That Bittrex bot is allowed that Bittrex license is allowed 4 bots to run on it. All 4 bots obviously have to be running on Bittrex. For whatever reason, you could run a USDT, a BTC bot, an ETH bot, and then you could run another BTC bot with another strategy or something. As long as you don't run them on the same account. So you would need 4 Bittrex accounts, which is, I think, impossible at the moment. They're not taking sign-ups and they're frowning on dual accounts. Binance, however, I think you can do dual accounts when they open it up. Who knows? But yeah, it's advisable not to run 2 bots on the same account because they just conflict. So your ETH bot might buy some ADA, and then your BTC bot might see that ADA come in and think, wow, ADA is at a profit against BTC, bang, sells it, and essentially you're at a loss. Tell us the total price of the bot add-on and initial investment on the exchange. Alright, so the bot for one license for one exchange is 0.03 Bitcoin. That's a flat fee. The add-on is another 0.02 if you were to get that. Again, a flat fee. Initial investment, like I said way back at the start, you can start with as little as 0.03, which is what I did, was about $300 at the time. You can even start lower, but you got to understand the less you put in, the less percentage, less profits you're going to get per trade, essentially. So you might be getting 10 cents per trade. They're still profits, but you put in 1 Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin, they're going up to $100 a trade. So the more you put in, the more you get out, and the quicker your ROI. But you can start with as little as you want. You can, not advisable. No worries, Flanky, thanks for coming in. Am I picking another winner? No, there was only one giveaway today. See if I've got any other questions that I can miss here. How many pairs do you have to set it to trade? That's completely up to you. You can set it to 1, you can set it to all of them. Obviously with a lower budget, you don't want to be trading more pairs, because in my opinion, you want to be able to use DCA for those bad trades that immediately go down. You need DCA to be able to get them back up to a profitable percentage, or get them close to that, so when they do pump that little bit, they come back in. How do you get rid of dust logs? Well, until they sell, they're gone. What VPS should I go with? I don't have any recommendations because I don't use it, but a lot of people talk about Contabo and Vulture, and there's some other. If you join the Discord and ask, there's plenty of people that have got a VPSs who will happy to let you know. No worries, Cortez. There's stats somewhere of what to expect. A lot of people are pretty shy about giving out stats. On one of them, I don't like to give people false hope. I will say that over the time I've had it, I'd average 1% maybe. Obviously, again, as I said ages ago, I haven't been keeping track of stats or whatever, but there's good days and there's bad days. For instance, in my USDT pod after that crash in the second last week of December, and I completely bagged out, or DCA'd out. I didn't make a trade or sale for about 7 days while all those pairs slowly came back up. But in the meantime, my Binance bot was making regular trades, so I was still making income or profit, I guess you could say. But you just got to understand, you have your good days, you have your bad days. Yeah, Kevin, I feel your pain. I mean, I've only made $2.11 and 37 cents yesterday. PT, if the market dumps and PT catches on and sells, that's completely up to you. So I personally have not got any stop losses set, but I'm quite happy to hold a pair for a while until it comes back. Like my LTC, I've had this LTC bag since. That's wrong because I just recently DCA'd it, but it was started on the 20th of December. I'm happy to wait till that comes back up. But you can go and set stop losses in, and that's completely up to you. Essentially, you can just use the profit bot to accumulate coins for later big capital loss. I'm not sure what you mean there, but yes, you can accumulate coins for sure. Sure, some people holding works. A lot of people have their hold coins and use bots to get the quick trades and steady. What do they call it? Not steady profits, but passive profits. All right. Any more questions, people? Looks like BTC is doing a bit of sideways movement. Don't ask me for technical analysis. I'm learning it. I don't know anything about it. And ETH's a bit of sideways as well. Sideways movements is probably the best time for the bots, and because that's when the alts really come back to their fore. Yeah, that sucks, Kevin. No doubt. It's hard to watch you make a big profit one day and then absolutely nothing the next day. But you got to take your wins, you got to take your losses. You got good days with your bad days. Nice. Alright, I've got really nothing else to talk about, unless you guys have got more questions. Cryptogram bot, for those who don't use it. Obviously there is a feature in Profit Trailer in the application settings to use a Telegram to update your orders. It only updates new orders, so when DCA buys it doesn't tell you. I prefer Cryptogram bot much better. Now Cryptogram bot is made by the same team that made Profit Trailer Feeder. What it does, every single trade your bot makes, or you manually make, it sends a Telegram message to your Telegram. I'll just show you what they look like. So here we go, here's my Binance spot. So every trader makes, it sends a message. And then you can get a daily summary. I'll see if it actually works. Binance sometimes doesn't work. So Cryptogram bot's only just new for Binance. It lasts probably a week or two, and it's still a bit of playing around to be done. So it looks like it's not even working. I'll do my Bittrex one. I know Bittrex one works. There we go. You see it's invalid market. Righto. This may not work. Now it is a good idea to restart your bots every now and then. They do sometimes hang, and it's just a good idea. There we go. So you can set this up to send you a 24-hour summary every you set the time. And okay, there we go. They both worked. So I'll go to my Binance one because it looks better. So it tells you all your previous, current, your difference, and all your holdings and that sort of stuff. I just reckon it's great. And obviously I've got this on my Telegram on my phone. It sends me an alert every time it makes a trade or a sale, and because I'm addicted, I just look at it every time and think, wow, I made 40 cents. Woo! Yeah, I feel your pain, Liam. I was there just after Christmas or during Christmas, and it was pretty demoralising, but they all came back except for LTC. Just doesn't want to come back. Look at it there. Any other scams you're shilling? No, I'm not going to shill BitConnect on here, even though I'm part of it, whether it's a scam or not. I know that's what you're aiming for, Punk or Floofin. Thanks, McCortez. Appreciate it, mate. Nah, Robert, PT wasn't talking about... Punk wasn't talking about PT's a scam. He was referring to me. He wants me to shill BitConnect for him because he referred me and he wants me to get more referrals, so he gets more referrals, if you know what I mean. What's the coding to set up for a 24-hour setting? Not sure what you mean, mate. Robert? Yeah, I agree, Kevin. It may 100% be a scam, but I'm pulling money out of it every day to funnel into my 2 profit trailer bots. As soon as I get ROI, in hopefully another month or so, who knows. Once I get ROI, then I'm free of it. That's house money. If it goes to a scam, yeah, I'll be upset that I lost that money, but it's not. It was never really mine. It was mine, but it's not. You know what I mean. How long does it take me to set up a bot? Me personally, about 5 minutes. But honestly, you can get it done in an hour if you read the wiki, I guess. Could be a Ponzi scheme, could be not be. Oh, the 24-hour settings. That is. Oh, so by default. Let me just bring up the. No, I don't want to do that. Bring up my API keys. By default, it has a 24-hour balance. And you can turn that on or off. For some reason, my Bittrex one's not working at the moment. I don't actually know. I'll have to go into the settings. It hasn't been sending me my one at 5 o'clock every day. But yeah, I don't think it works with Binance. But you know, Metadone or whatever his name is always improving it, so it could be fixed soon. I haven't looked at his GitHub for a little while. So these, I assume you talk about the T-Rex balance. I think if you go to the GitHub, there's instructions on how to. He's talking about 24-hour percentage in DC. These. Yeah, you don't do nothing to set them up. They work by default. I did explain this before, for those who missed. Binance does not have this function yet. Binance Profit Trader doesn't have this function yet. So and that's essentially why. That's essentially why your SOM triggers don't work, because it can't set the 24-hour change, if you know what I mean. Babble my way through that. Yeah, so only my Bittrex one has 24, so Binance no, Bittrex yes. Just want to make a shout out to Ben Gaming. I don't know if he's watching. He's probably not. He's pretty rude. He's a cranky old fella, and I don't even know what his age is, but he's a cranky old fella in the Profit Trailer channel. But he knows what he's talking about. So big shout out to Ben, and a shout out to Damo, who's my mod. He smacked down someone on one of my other videos who I think he told me I was too slow and babbled on or something, which I do, but I don't think I was too slow for a tutorial. But thanks, Damo. So I made him a mod. That's enough for me. And Punk or Flurf, and I've already told you, he got me into all this, so thanks very much. I'm assuming the chat's lagging for me. Hopefully I'll just explain that modded. Let me know if I didn't. Poloniex. I honestly don't hear many people using Poloniex. Don't know why. Yeah, you're famous. The only reason I got Bittrex was because I had a Bittrex account and it came free with a Binance license, so there was no point in me getting a Poloniex. But yeah, for some reason not very many people have it. Who knows why? I'm not going to get into that. You got any other questions before I sit here in silence, talk about nothing? No. He's not cranky. He's been in the channel March, or he's cranky, but he's been in the channel much longer than me, and I can see why a lot of people come in there with the same questions every day, and all those questions are answered on the wiki. Most of the questions I answer are on the wiki. If people just read the wiki once or twice, or went there as a first point, all those common errors like your JSON data file, your data.json file being corrupted, and all the other errors, most of them are there. So get on. I can't say it enough. Get on the wiki and get on the wiki first. No worries, Jen. Thanks for watching and congratulations for the 3rd time. Yep, I did. Yeah, for those of you that are not in the Discord, come over to the Gob1's Discord. I'll have the link down in the description when this is uploaded. Yes, this will be uploaded. I just got that question. There'll be a heap of links in the description. Don't forget to click that show more button, and there's all the links down there to the Gob1 and all my affiliate links and a few referral links, and maybe some other stuff. I'm not sure. There's heaps of stuff in there. Just press the more button. I don't know of any bugs in the Poloniex myself. I haven't heard anyone say anything about it. Not sure what you're talking about, punk. No, absolutely, Kevin. And a lot of the people I actually get PMs through Discord. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. A lot of the people I get PMs from English is not even a second language to them, and it's even hard for me to understand what they're trying to get at. But yeah, we try to get through it. But the frustration's certainly there. But we're all aiming for the common goal here to get everyone Lambos or boats or their own island in the future. One day. Alright, I think this has gone on long enough. We're running out of questions. I want to thank you all for turning up. Congratulations to the winner. There may be another live stream in the future with another giveaway. Who knows? See how we go. It all depends on how much you use my link, my affiliate link. And come on over to Discord, either the Profit Trailer Feeder Discord or the Gob1's Discord. And I think the Profit Trailer team are also creating a Discord in the near future. Join all 3 of them. There's never too many. And hit us up for any help you want. Just make sure you're asking the right channel. It helps. Okay, thank you. Signing off. See you all later.